Well, I'd like to address a few more of the issues with Arthello Clair Cheney, or as he would say, Cheney. This abuser just absolutely terrorized me. I was always worried when he was around as a child. He'd be fine 1 minute, and then the next minute, he'd just fly off the handle. The uncertainty of where he was going to be was just disturbing. Even when we would go to, I loved going to the family reunions. The family reunion in Nephi, the Kendall family reunion in Nephi. I just loved going to that. But it was, I was on edge the whole entire time because this is something that Arthello went to. And I never knew when he was just going to fly off the handle and just come untrained, just like a wild man, and I never knew, I seemed to be his direct target. When he wanted to attack someone, it seemed like that someone was me. I loved going to the Schaefer reunion. Same thing. Now, it was a little easier to get away from him in the Schaefer reunion because those weren't his people. He was a Kendall. And man, he would just, gosh. I have so many good memories of the Kendall reunion. I just loved going, but I just couldn't get over the trauma of him being there. And, when I talk about the beating or, the because he could, this was just one beating of many. Sometime I'll make a video on a few of the other beatings, but this was just one beating of many. The trauma here, I was a young kid when this happened. From the time I was born until, I started standing up to him and not standing down to him when I was 12 or 13 or 14. And I never really stood up to him until I was 17. When I talk about him being a monster, he is a monster. He likes to put himself out there as some type of God. If he really believes in God and Christ, and his God and his Christ, and he really believes in heaven and hell, there is a special place in his hell for him. God has a special place for him in his hell. Now, I don't believe in heaven or hell, so I don't believe that. But I know he believes that. Arthello, in so many ways, I worshiped Arthello. And you may wonder, well, how can that be? And I guess this is what you would call Stockholm Syndrome. I was a captive audience. And I wanted to think that there was good in him. And I don't have one good memory, not one good memory that includes him. Not one. It's so messed up. It's so hard to figure. He hates kids. Why did he have kids? Why did Bonnie stay with him? at all. The popes hated him. The Kendalls, I don't know. The Gleeds didn't like him that much. Wallace Tremelling quit inviting him to go to his place because he was so abusive to Mother. I'm gonna pause here because I want to get my thoughts together and continue on.